Hello, everyone, and welcome to IT 101, word processing. Let's get our learning adventure started off on a high note. And I just wanted to provide a quick overview of our week one, and we'll just go from there. So let me share my screen here. So just bear with me while I first give you the tunnel view and then head to our Moodle learning environment. All right, just give me a second to get all logged in. And hopefully you're all familiar with this environment. This is essentially where all your coursework will be covered and where you will have all your submissions. So I'm happy to have you all joining the course. First thing I want to point out, please check the instructor announcements. And hopefully you discovered this from the announcements as opposed to publicly on YouTube. But this is where all the information will be enclosed. And once I finish this video, I will add as well everything from my welcome to academic advising, late policy, attendance, online library information, Chromebook tips, on the discussion forum, essentially how I will grade them. And then I'm going to go over essentially how you register for the MIT, the Pearson Lab. All right, so that's the instructor announcements. Also, please take a few minutes to essentially read my my bio intro, just a little snippet of my life, and feel free to comment on those as well. Introduce yourself. Just give me a rundown of the things that are important to you. Yes, so I'm going to try and do this every week, as I do with all my classes. Essentially, I'll provide an overview. And we start off with lesson one, that's the block style letter. And basically please read through the instructions. Essentially, there's a chapter one of our textbook, which is essentially Pearson. And it talks about files and essentially Office. This is very useful material, and there's links in there that will take you out to our homework area. And I will go over that briefly as we go through the particular lesson. So that's the first part. So a little bit of reading. The second part is your discussion question. And basically, please read through the question and the instructions, essentially just to give you a high level. You're responsible to create a main post before Wednesday at midnight, and then comment on your classmates' posts before Sunday at midnight, and that will give you full credit. Okay, that's the discussion question. There's tons of information in both in the announcements and in the discussion question that will walk you through it. The homework or the section that's labeled My IT Lab, make sure you go to that section and then click on this myitlab.com link. This will take you out to the Pearson My IT Lab sign in, and you want to sign in as a student. And if you're using Chrome, you can skip through the Chrome add-ons. And basically, you want to register for the course, and the registration information I've posted in announcements, and you want to add that information to this form field here and click continue. It will take you out to, let's see, and as I said, this information is out in instructor announcements. Let me see if I can give you a snippet. If you have any questions about this, please give me a call. Let me make sure I have that information. I'm not going to walk you through it. I can walk you through it completely if you're having issues, but I don't want to make that code publicly available. So please check instructor announcements, and then it'll get you into the Pearson IT Lab onto that assignments. And they're pretty straightforward. Just read through the instructions, and you'll be fine. And then also you have a course project. Once again, it has instructions. Just please follow them. Um, so it says essentially this will require you to use your textbook, and you're just going to create a flyer from your textbook. And if you go back to the textbook, which was in the first section, which takes you back to the essentially back to the Pearson homework environment. So you'll be bouncing back and forth from there a lot. So that's essentially where you will receive the instructions for your assignment. And once again, if you have any questions about that, please ask those to me directly in a Moodle message, or you can post them under this question and answer section. That's also in the kind of the course catalog or preview for the course. Um, and I do want to state that there's a lot of things to go through, but don't panic. I mean, if you just religiously and diligently get in here every day during the week, you should not have a problem. The last part of the week is the actual assignment, essentially, and that's on the Pearson. And once again, you'll log into there and follow the instructions. Now, I will probably go through that in more detail once I am sure that all of you have been able to register and access the Pearson My IT Lab successfully. Once again, if you have any questions, please feel free to message me. I have several methods of contact. You can text me on my cell, call me on my cell during office hours, and usually I am available. But you may have to leave a voicemail because I get so many calls. I will essentially need to register you in my as a contact, so I will answer it. But I am available during the office hours, but probably the fastest way is either a Moodle message or email. So once again, welcome to week one of IT 101 word processing. The first lesson, when you get through that today, uh, hopefully you're used to this environment. It's just basically clicking on each of the sections, reading the instructions, and then going through the assignments. And once again, I'm Dwight. I'm your instructor for this course, or Professor Ferris, whichever you prefer. And please reach out to me if you have any issues. Thanks a lot for your attention, and hopefully we will learn a lot together. Let me get back to this. All right. Yes, here I am. So take care.